for a special broadcast with a special woman. Her name is Dr. Cherita Weatherspoon, and she is the visionary of an amazing project called Love Letters to My Girls. And we are here to talk about that today. So definitely do come on in. As always, give this a thumbs up, hit that love button if you're on Facebook. Do subscribe if you have not subscribed already, and then do share this out. This is going to be a great conversation amongst us ladies, and men join in too, because you can definitely benefit from this discussion that we're going to have today. So we want to welcome in Cherita. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here with you, Shantae.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here with you as well. And I'm just going to let everyone know that I am one of the proud co-authors of this amazing anthology project. So let's just get started because we have a lot to cover today for the people. So can you just give us a background of Love Letters to My Girls and what this project is about? Because you are the visionary behind this project.
Yes, so Love Letters to My Girls is really about inspiring, uplifting, and motivating and empowering Black women and girls around the world, helping them to recognize who they are and the power of who they are, and to stand in that power in the face of all of the adversities and challenges that we face as we navigate through this world as Black women. And it came out of an idea that I had for my daughter a number of years ago. She's now 23, and I had this idea when she was maybe like 6 or 7, to write this book of letters to her to help guide her through her life. But, life happens, and I never wrote that book, but the idea never left. I still wanted to do it. And last year, just literally one evening, I got what I call a divine download about this project, and that the project or the idea was never just for my daughter. It was really for Black women in general. And that I needed to involve other women in this project with me so that we could really impact the diverse group of Black women. So it wouldn't just be my voice and my story and my experience being represented, but we would bring experiences from women of different ages, socioeconomic status, religious beliefs, educational levels, all of that into this conversation to share from their experiences to help other women. So that's kind of the background of the project.
Yes, I love it. So I want to ask you, who is this book for? So we know that there's over 100 plus Black women that are participating in this project, sharing their stories. That's so amazing, and speaking to the hearts of other Black women and girls. But for the people that are listening, because we have a wide audience, diverse audience, who is this book for? Who can benefit from this book and participating in this project?
So the book is really, for Black women and girls. When I say girls, I'm probably talking about maybe 16 years and older, up, to maybe 80. I think, our oldest author, if she's not 80, she's close to 80. So when I talk about diversity of authors, it's definitely there. And our youngest author, I believe, is 12 years old. So we're really bringing a diverse perspective on life as a Black woman to the project. And it's for, the sister who is, maybe struggling in the moment and needs some inspiration and some motivation, maybe doesn't have someone who is pouring into her life. They can use this book for that. But it's also for the sister who has it all together, but just periodically needs to be uplifted and motivated, and to hear, from other Black women, to just, kind of remain positioned, in her power. So it's not necessarily that you have to be struggling or going through or, have confidence issues or anything like that. I view the book more like a resource, or, like a pocketbook coach or a pocketbook mentor, something that, you can open up, turn to a particular subject read it and, really begin to meditate on that, and make it part of who you are, because we're really talking about all of the value, and just everything that is wonderful and beautiful about you, simply because you're a woman and a Black woman and who you are.
Yes. I love that. That is so amazing. So again, we're talking about love letters to my girls. Thank you all for watching. We can see you all out there. So let's talk more about the book and more about the co-authors and how you came to bring all of these amazing women together for this particular project, because I think that's just an amazing thing in itself, especially since a lot of times women are told, you hear the stories of women can't work together, right? Um, and we're not collaborators. But I think through this project, we've really shown that that is not true. So I just would really like to speak to that, because I think that's a phenomenal piece of this, is that we're collaborators. Women came together, busy women that are entrepreneurs, that are in the workforce, that are managing families and households. We're dealing with this pandemic, but we were able to come together
Right.
on this particular project. So can you just talk about the collaborative aspect of this book?
Yeah. So when I put the call out for authors, which I think was in early December last year, so we're almost a year out. Um, I posted on Facebook. I went into a couple of groups that I belong to that are, basically for Black women, and just, talked about what I was doing, invited them to join an information session to learn more. And through that, it just, it
Yeah,
just
it took,
grew, right?
yes, it took on a life of its own.
Yeah, so we ended up with over 100 authors. My goal was 100, but we would have um, moved forward with the project if we had less than 100. I kind of had in my mind, if I had a minimum of 30 women, the project would move forward. So I think we ended up with maybe 125 actually registering for the project, and we the final book has 116 letters in it, I believe. So not everyone produced the letter, but we had all of those people sign up with a desire to be a part of it. And out of all of those people, maybe 20, 25 of them I know personally. So this was not just my friends who were a part of this project. It was really, somebody heard the message and it resonated with them and they wanted to be a part of it, and then they went and told somebody else who wanted to be a part of it. And I was a little nervous about how this would all work with all of these people. I mean, I have a leadership background in managing teams, but this was over 100 women, right? So I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. But to be quite honest, the process has been much smoother than what I anticipated. I'm almost surprised at how smooth it has been, simply because it's so many people involved in the project. Um, so just, have we been able to work together? Absolutely. Have we been supporting each other through this project? Absolutely. We have our private group for the authors where we communicate about the project. And that is not just about communication for the project. People are posting their wins in life and, things that are happening. And, people are chiming in on that and cheerleading them on and showing up for them when they have some things going on and supporting them in their businesses or their ministries. So it really has been a collaborative project. And I'm really, proud to be a part of it, not just because it was my idea, but just to see all of these Black women come together for this common cause in support of other Black women is just amazing.
Awesome. So let's talk about the book itself and what phase we're in, because we've been in the pre-order phase. So if you could talk to our audience a little bit about the book, its availability for purchase, because I know I've had several people ordering. I have ordered myself for gifts. And so I know we have some uh, things coming up too as related to the project. So I wanted you to speak on that as well.
Yes, so the book can be ordered now. The official pre-order phase ended at the beginning of October, but people can still, they can continue to place orders. It's just that the pre-ordered books will be filled first before other orders are filled. Our release is scheduled for November 19th through the 21st, and we're actually having a 3-day live event for the book release. So we want to make sure that people actually join us and participate in that. It's kind of it's a book release, but it's a like mini virtual conference as well. The theme is the power of you. So we're going to have some speakers. We're going to have a couple of interview panels. You're going to get to meet some of our sponsors. We'll have some readings from the book. We're going to do giveaways, all of that good stuff over that 3-day period. So, you know, women and men who love Black women can feel free to register at smpl.ro/loveletters. We do have a complimentary access digital pass, and then we have a VIP access digital pass. So our folks who are joining us complimentary will join us on Facebook on the official Love Letters page through a live stream. And those who opt for the VIP option will join us on Zoom. They are going to get a copy of the book. They are going to get the digital recordings of the 3-day live event. They will get a chance to engage with our speakers on Saturday after the official event is over. We're having kind of an afterglow event where they'll get to engage with the speakers and ask them questions about what they talked about. And they'll get some digital swag as well. So that's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, they can go and order the books right now, loveletters-to-my-girls.com. They can order books, they can order a t-shirt, they can order a bomber jacket, they can order an inspiration box, which includes, it's like a mystery box. It includes a copy of the book, it includes a t-shirt and some other goodies, and not just from me, but also from some of our other authors. So the value of the box is actually $500, but you're not going to pay $500 for it.
Yes, yes. So the t-shirts are amazing. They've been really hot sellers. So you definitely want to go to the website and check that out. So the website, you can see it scrolling across the screen. We will also leave information regarding this upcoming event. I will leave it in the comments, and I will also make sure that it's in the description of this video, our show notes, so you can access it and register and join us for this launch party, right? That's what it's going to be, a big old party. And so we're excited about that. So this is more than just a book. To me, this is a movement, right? And it's something that's very special to all of us that are involved. There's even another aspect to this project in which we're offering scholarships. So there's a philanthropic piece to this. And so I want you to speak to our audience about the scholarships and ways that they can get involved and donate, because I think that that's really important for us to be able to get this book into the hands of as many young women and girls as we possibly can.
Yes. So there's actually 2 components to our community give back with this particular project. So we do have the scholarships, and we will be awarding at least 2 scholarships. One will be an educational scholarship. The young lady needs to be a Black woman or girl over 13 or older, can apply for a scholarship that go and support their education. Also, we're doing one that is for an entrepreneur, again, 13 or older, and that money will be used to support their business activities, whether it is part of a launch or an existing business. So they can find the scholarship application on the loveletters-to-my-girls.com site. Right on the home page, there is a little section, and click on it to take them straight to the application. And then we're also doing book donations for organizations that serve Black women and girls. So there's an opportunity on the site when you go to the shop to buy a book, give a book. So you'll actually pay for 2 books. One of those books will be sent to you, and the other book will be donated to one of these organizations. Or you can make a donation directly through the United Way of Delaware. and designate whether you want the donation to go to scholarships or to book donations. And that's another way to support either or both of those opportunities. And if you are an organization or group that serves Black women and girls, you can find an application to be considered for receiving the book donations on the application as well. So all of that is on the site, right on the homepage.
Awesome. So definitely, there are so many ways for you all to get involved with this project. Like I said, we definitely want to see you there at the event. We want to give scholarships to young women and girls and young Black women entrepreneurs. That's such an amazing thing. And to, just to know that we're able to give back in this way with this book is so fantastic. That's why I say that it's more than just the book.
Right.
It is a movement, right? We are impacting so many lives. What other support can you use for this project? We also have sponsorship opportunities, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So we're past the sponsorships for the books that are coming out now, the paperback and the hardcover. We do, however, want to do another edition of the book that's more of a coffee table type of book that includes some dramatic imagery of Black women and girls. So we would need a sponsor for that. So that would be great. And then there's also sponsorship opportunities for the release event as well. Whether that is, someone really just wants to support the event, making sure that it's done in excellence, or, they want to be listed as a sponsor for the release event, but the funds are going towards scholarship or going towards book donations. Like, we have some flexibility in how those funds are applied, but those are the two primary ways to do sponsorships. But of course, if someone wants to act as a book distributor and, just say, I want to buy 25, 250, 500 books and you donate them, give them to this organization or find an organization to give them to, we're for it. We're all for it.
Absolutely. Yeah, because we want to see this book in households. We want to see this book in libraries. We want to see this book in schools all around the world. So not only the U.S. but all around the globe, where anywhere there are Black women and girls, and so we know that we are all around the globe. So I know we have a diverse community, and all of you all are connected to Black women and girls. And so definitely share out this video, share the information with them. Do pick up a book for yourself or for another Black woman or girl that you know. I know a lot of you all have sister circles and book clubs. So this is a big time right now, like for book clubs. I know that people are looking for new books to feature for their book club. So there's so many ways that you can utilize this book. But one of the things I wanted to ask you is, why should people, like, it's important to us, but
Mhm.
why do you think people that are watching should really support this project?
Well, I mean, obviously, I can reference what's going on in the world. We have taken a few steps back in time. I think that's a polite way of saying it. And, yes, our Black men are under attack, but so are our Black women. But we are not really getting the airtime that our Black men are getting. And the reality is that, when we look at all of the different classes and how, and the groups of people and how they're treated, we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom, although, we're the most educated. Although we've proven, our abilities to build communities, to sustain communities, because when no one else is doing it, we are.
We are.
But we don't get, our just rewards or appreciation or compensation for that. So even if you're not a Black woman, it's important for you to support the project because we need your support. If you're a woman, regardless of your race or ethnicity, there should still be some like-mindedness there, some support of each other simply because we are women. And if you're, a man, a Black man especially, you know, we're we're in need of your help and your support and your covering and protection, right? Um, And we need you to come together to partner with us to help move to move us forward as a group, and not just in the United States, but all over the world. There is a lot that we can do on our own as we come together, and that's part of the goals for the project is really to incite a revolution of sisterhood among Black women. But we still need other people in it with us because we don't have all of the access that we need to make the change that needs to happen on our behalf. So we need people who have access, who have the resources to come alongside us and support us in this mission. And, helping to support the book through buying it for yourself, buying it as a gift for someone else, supporting donations or scholarships is a very simple, easy way to offer that support.
Absolutely. So there are so many ways to get involved with this project, and she just, I think, gave you a little insight onto why it's important to support Black women and supporting this project. Again, this book has so many stories from diverse women from all different cultures and backgrounds and industries that we work in, and from all around the globe. So you wanted to provide a diverse aspect in this book from women, but it's from a variety of perspectives, right? Um,
Mhm.
and so no matter who was reading this book, they would, I think, confine themselves in
Mhm.
a story, right? And
Right.
letters in this book.
Mhm.
So it's such an um, amazing thing. So really quickly, I just wanted to just touch on a little bit more on the diversity of the women that are participating in this book, that are authors, that are sharing their love letters. I mean, I just love that word because it makes my heart sing, right? And I think anybody that is, maybe challenged in life, right? This is a challenging time, that can read a letter and see herself in someone else. That can be very transformational,
Mhm.
right? So
Mhm.
can you speak to the diversity aspect, of the women and of the various stories that are in here, so that people know, like, that they can really relate to
Right. Yeah.
the letters that are being shared here?
Yeah, so as I said, with the authors, the age diversity is from like 12 to 80 or almost 80. We have women, who are mothers, who are not mothers, or who are mothering other people's children in various capacities. We have women who are entrepreneurs, some are ministers, some, have fabulous careers, some are work at home moms, differences in religious beliefs, socioeconomic status. Um, we have lawyers, we have doctors. We have one of our teenage authors, I believe she's 16 or 17, is an entrepreneur, actually entrepreneur, actor, and actress and model. So she's doing some great things. We have another young author who is 18, I believe, who is in her first year of college, who does social justice work in the state of Delaware. We have some people who are a little bit more well known as well participating in the project. Um, so, my mom is a part of the project. My daughter is a part of the project. We have college professors. We have women who are in sororities. It really is a diverse group. They are, from the U.S., excuse me, and then we have some who are from outside of the country as well, either, residing out but are U.S. born, or were born outside of the U.S. So it really is a diverse group. And then when we think about like the topics that we're covering in the book, while some of the work includes personal stories, it really is not a book of stories,
Yeah.
or of biographies or autobiographies. It's really women speaking from their experiences to motivate and inspire other women. So we are really speaking life into women as they're reading the book. So, the book is broken up into 4 sections. You are is the first section. So we talk about you are worthy, you are valuable, you are brilliant, you are beautiful, you are strong. And then we move into the second section, which is be, and we're telling you to be yourself, to be bold, to be vulnerable, to be fearless, and be a light. And then we move into don't. Don't doubt yourself. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to start over. Don't give up and don't settle. And then we move into do. Do love yourself. Do love and be loved. Do help others. Do stand tall. And do celebrate yourself. So we have multiple authors speaking on each of those topics from their own perspectives. So every woman, every Black woman, regardless of their age, their station in life, or whatever, will find themselves in this book without a doubt.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Amazing. I know that this book is going to touch so many lives. It's going to be so impactful for so many. And so I just can't wait for you all to get the book and then come back and share with us your own personal story on how you've been transformed by the book or you've been inspired or empowered by the book. We definitely want you to come back and share that with us. Again, this has been such an amazing project for me to participate in personally. I've learned so much just for being part of it, just from meeting and working with all the ladies, from working with you. This is definitely a worthy project and book to partner with us on. So I would encourage you all to get involved, get the book, become a partner, donate to the scholarship if you can. Any donation will help. So we definitely appreciate that. So Cherita, can you just leave us with some last words of what you would like us to know or take away from this book that the audience members can leave with?
I would say that, we need to be reminded on a daily basis of how absolutely wonderful we are, regardless of the challenges that we're going through, regardless of what the world says, regardless of even what the people in our circle are saying to us, because not everyone has a circle that is pouring positive things into them. And this book is really designed to bridge the gap there. So if there is no one for you to talk to, no one to inspire you, or you're not seeing reflections, positive reflections of Black women in your life, you can pull out this book and you can find them here. You can get life from this book and you can be encouraged on your journey and motivated to keep going and keep fighting and recognize that you are worth the fight through this book. You may not pick it up and read it cover to cover like a novel, and that's fine because we want you to keep going back to it every time you need to be inspired and motivated. We want you to go back and pick up this book. And we also want you to be able and willing to share the book with others. We really see it as a legacy piece, something that you would hand down to another younger Black woman or girl in your life, and make sure that they get the same benefit. And whether or not you're a Black woman, read the book, because if you're not one, you need to know about us.
Yes. You are worthy. You are deserving. So we definitely want you all to take that away from here, knowing that, because like she said, the world often tells us different, but we have to know who we are within ourselves. And these letters are going to help remind you of how wonderful you are. So again, thank you, Cherita, for coming on, for sharing this wonderful project, Love Letters to Our Girls, with us. If you can let our audience know, where can they find you, right? So we talked about the book. Just let us know what else you have going on. Remind us of the upcoming event, other things that you have going on, and where can people, again, find you, and where can they get the book?
All right. So they can get the book by visiting the site, loveletterstomygirls.com. They can follow the official Love Letters pages on Facebook and Instagram at Love Letters to My Girls. They can find me specifically on Facebook and Instagram at Coach Cherita. In my full-time business life, I am a business coach. I work with professional Black women, helping them launch and leverage six-figure businesses as experts. So that's coaches, consultants, speakers, authors, trainers. I got you if you want to make six figures in your first year. So they can find me anywhere there. And then, of course, this is not my first book. I do help folks publish their books. I do done for you publishing as well. So Coach Cherita, Facebook and Instagram, or CheritaWeatherspoon.com.
Awesome. So again, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you, audience, for tuning in to this special broadcast of Love Letters to My Girls. This is an anthology project of over 100 women Black women speaking to the hearts of other Black women and girls. Get involved, get connected with us, stay connected. There are so many ways to get involved. You can buy a book, you can buy a t-shirt, a combination thereof, donate to the scholarship fund, become a sponsoring partner with us. And again, you can go to the website and get more information. We'll make sure we leave that information in the comments and in the show notes for you. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, be the boss with amplified impact. Continue to stay in good health and stay safe. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.